The European Union is established to prevent any types of war and to improve the European economy. The EU still reaps the benefits of the obtaining of those purposes. To keep the European Union in a good working way, it has to measure up to some essential requirements, like a central city with political institutions, free internal trade, administration and supervision, and last but not least, a feeling of unity and togetherness. The upcoming question is how the current state of the European Union looks like. And moreover, to what extent can the current state of the European Union measure up to the mentioned essential requirements? Indispensable for a good working European Union are administration and supervision. These elements are fairly present nowadays. 6% of the total European budget is spent on staff, administration and buildings. The European civil service takes care of the administration. The staff is made up of all European countries, causing a multicultural organization. Officials of this multicultural service execute the decisions which are made by the EU. The administration has got one benchmark: too much bureaucracy. Think about complicated letters, long-term meetings, and unnecessarily difficult regulations. The EU is a union without an official capital city. An official capital city would not be logical because the EU is made up of independent states with an own capital city. So we do not have an official capital city, but on the other hand we have Brussels, which is a central city with several political institutions like the European Commission and the European Council. Brussels is important for the EU citizens because this city shows them the central power of the European Union. Another essential requirement for a good working European Union is the economic cooperation between the member states. At the beginning of the EU, the countries just controlled each other. But this has developed into a real economic cooperation. Free trade in Europe is still one of the most important benefits of the European membership. The membership creates a lot of trading opportunities and benefits, and also a lot of employment opportunities, because EU citizens are allowed to live, work and trade where they want within the EU. A massive number of 2 million Dutch people have a job because of the European Union. In addition, caused by a mutual trade, countries are dependent on each other. Therefore, the chance of war is way smaller than before the establishment of the EU. Because why should you attack a country when they deliver the products you need? And last but not least, the present-day EU can only be a good working cooperation if there's any type of European identity. European identity can be achieved when we increase our us versus them mentality. Furthermore, also when we give more attention to European art, culture, citizenship, and general education for every European student. Nowadays, European identity certainly exists. Circa 65% of the EU citizens feel like they are European. But the most of the European citizens feel the strongest connection with their country. Europe is in second place. Besides, the most of the European citizens mainly feel a European connection when the EU is doing well. If the EU suffers from a crisis, the European identity is weaker.